Alright, so right here is just my post braid routine. What I take out my braids, I part my hair, I wash it, and usually would just stretch it. But I didn't stretch it this time for reasons. And I parted my hair in different sections for like how many dreads or how many starter locks I want in each section. I did a lot of research. I asked a lot of people how many they had in their hair. I seen what was a good amount, and that's how I parted my hair to get a certain amount in each part. Even though I know everybody's head is different, and some is bigger, some is smaller. So I took that into account, and that's how I parted my hair to get this process done. I had to make sure the parts were perfect in the back, especially this time, since this is how I'm gonna keep it instead of before when I just parted it simply, didn't really care. Out of the shower, all that shrinkage right there. I blow dried it a little bit because I didn't want to work on hair that was too wet, and I got started on my parts. The back, I'll tell you right now, the back is not all that great as the front, for the simple fact that I can't even see in the back, and as I got to the front, I learned more like what I could do to make it better. So the back isn't all that great, but it's alright. Each part to me is the same, I would say. It's not all it's not crazy out of different different sizes, but they're pretty much the same. I have two. I have this one. This is the thick one, and I have a thick one. I can't even find what is that. I think it's this one. It's one of these. I like the thick ones. These two. Only be I don't know. I just like the feeling of it. It just feels different from the rest. I don't want them all to be that thick, but I just like the feeling of it. I also don't like parting with a comb. I don't know. I never liked it. It never suited me.
skies. You're the star that always shines on. You know I'm right. You're the one that I rely on.
Alright, so this was the next day, and as you can see, I'm a little bit more careful and aware as how my parts look, especially since it's in the front. And as you can see, there's like flakes in my hair. I didn't wash it the first time. I just, rinsed it with water just so it could shrink. I wanted to wash it after for the simple reason of I didn't want to start with my hair to be stretched because I didn't want to be deceived like, oh, my hair's starting this long or whatever. So I made sure I washed it so it could shrink to the farthest it would be able to shrink, so I could get used to the length of how my hair is. Alright, so this is it finished. It shrinks a little more after I wash it, not too much. I think I did a pretty good job on the parts. Everything, the sizing is everything is just, it's pretty much the same. after the shower, after I washed it this time, really with shampoo. It shrunk some. I wouldn't say too much, but it shrunk some. And I would say this is the farthest that I'll be able to shrink. Alright, 1 month later, all that new growth, washed it. I heard, if you're gonna wash your starter locks to wear a cap or wear something, whereas it's not, I'm not too sure if I was checking myself out right here. I don't even know if that is not too, so it won't unravel or anything. So I tried using this little cap. Failed. It just did not work. It did not work at all. If anything, it made it worse. Like by keeping the strand, nothing rinsed out of this. I think it was just too thick, as you can see right here. So I have another one. It's a little bit more sheer. I'll try this one to see if it works. But if not, I would just wash it without one. Just be careful. All right, this is after I washed it without a cap on. It's clean this time. No, there's no dangers for flaking or anything left behind. It's all cleaned out. All right, this is the first section, the first half of my head that I retwisted. I retwisted this side first. It was brutal. I'll tell you that. I had a hard time, but it takes practice. You keep learning. This is with the clips out. I think the next day. I think I slept with the clips in on this side of my head. The thing I did wrong, I would tell you, is when I had retwisted, I think the front like this, I retwisted it going down my face, and now it's like that. It's kind of stuck like that, as you can see right there. So I kind of had to loosen it up a little bit, whereas it's able to go to the back. So I learned, not to do that again. As from the other side I retwisted it much better than the first side, just from learning a little bit. A lot I had to pop or separate a lot of hair at the roots, a lot of hair. A lot of it was connected. I didn't want it to. I had to take apart two in the back because it was pretty much connected together, and I had to redo them. All right, this is the finished results of both sides. The white stuff is just the gel. It's not, flaking or anything. I think I used too much gel. I didn't really work it in there. I just left it there at the bottom. I guess it was dried up. Basically, how I wear my hair. I'll say I did a good job for my first retwist. I'll do much better the second time, but I'll say I did a good job. Whenever I go out, I just throw on the band and leave.